Hi, I'm Mady.
And I'm Julian Dunbar, and I'm here with Coach
Evanich, Marlington Dukes. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on, Coach. So I want to get straight into last year. Last year, you were 12-12. You had a 500 season, and I know you're hoping to rebound with an even better season this year, but losing some talent. I know you lost Bose this year. How do you think you're going to be able to come back and rebound from that 500% win last year?
Yeah, we gained a great deal of experience last year and had a very successful season given our situation. Obviously, yes, we lost Bo Hemmelheber, all league, all district player, and Bo Bratton, who was a big post player, of course, in the middle. So definitely got to replace those two guys. But we had a lot of guys get a lot of experience. Dylan Hetherington averaged a double-double and did an outstanding job as a junior last year. We're excited to see what he brings as a senior. Cameron Evanich and Parker Woods, both starting as freshmen last year, just continue to get better and better as the year went, and we're hoping to see them grow this year. Brady Denham got a lot of good experience playing both JV and varsity and lettered for us. He'll be stepping into our point guard role. We're excited to see what Brady can do there. Beyond that, we also have Bryce Jones, who Bryce is out right now with an injury. But Bryce lettered for us last year as well, and so we're hoping to get him back in early January. So that'll bring some more experience to the table. We do welcome back Sam Yoder, who was not with us last year, but lettered and started many games as a sophomore. So that's more experience coming back that we really are excited to have. Additionally, we have Carter Frank back, who lettered last year. We have Braden Ellis and Cole Jones, who are also looking to be a part of the mix. And then another senior, Ben Evans. And our last senior is Dom Oakes.
So what does your guys' preparation look like during the off season, kind of like incorporating the new players with your players that you're bringing back?
Yeah, absolutely. So we try to start with our system from the ground up and try to bring the new guys in, get them used to what we're doing defensively, the terminology, the plays we're going to run. We have a large whiteboard in the locker room. So every week there's a new set of plays. They all have notebooks. They have to record those in their notebooks to help them memorize them and learn them. And then we go from there. We do post-game talks constantly. We like to use a lot of different video clips of college coaches or NBA coaches talking about chemistry, talking about your role on the team and how you can develop a role and what the team needs from different people and things like that. We talk a lot about attitude and mistake response. Early in the season, you got new people you're trying to incorporate, learn how to play with each other. You're in different positions than you have been in the past. And so there's going to be mistakes. So we talk a lot about how you're going to respond to that mistake. Is that mistake going to compound into 3, 4, 5 mistakes? Or can you bounce back and go to the other end of the court and play good defense, even though you just missed a shot where you turned the ball over? So we do a lot of that kind of stuff. Obviously, we hit the weight room in the preseason a lot. Our practices are a little bit longer. And we do a little bit of film work out of scrimmages. But the main focus is always on us and what we're doing. We'll focus more on opponents as we get along in the season and do more scouting. But right now, it's about us.
Last year, let's talk about EBC. 5-5 last year, coming in 4th in EBC. I know you kind of probably didn't want to go 4th EBC, but finishing 5-5 in EBC is not terrible, seeing as EBC is a really hard conference. How do you want to try and get better in the conference? Where do you see yourself this year?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to compete for the league title. We think West Branch is probably the favorite. They won the league last year, so they're the champions until somebody does otherwise. Plus, they bring a lot of really good players back. Minerva has a strong group of guards and a nice group of juniors to go with their seniors. And so they're a talented group as well. Alliance is always a tough game. Carrollton, even though they lost the player of the year, in Mallarny, they bring everyone else back. And so they're going to be tough. And then you have Salem, which is always a tough place to play. I think we got to build on the fact that we had some really good home victories last year. We were able to defeat Alliance at home and West Branch at home. And so we know what we're capable of. And now we need to do it more consistently.
And you think that could result in you winning the EBC title this year?
Yeah, we definitely think we have a chance. I mean, it's tough because there's 10 games and you can't have too much of a slip up. With a 10-game league schedule. It's not quite like it was when you had 14 games and you could recover quickly. We open up at Carrollton. That's always a tough place to play, and that's our opening EBC game. So you're going to find out right away where you're at, and if you slip there, you got to be ready to go, and I think it'll be tough, but we have as good a chance as anybody.
Now, you talk about Alliance at home, EBC, getting a great win there. Alliance is your rivals. Seeing yourself, how do you see this year going against Alliance, your rivals? Maybe does the crowd even have a way to play into that since it's such a big rivalry game?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you kind of throw the records out and when you play, and no matter what, um, because both teams have upset the other team at times, and sometimes when they're the better team, they've won like they should. Um, it definitely the crowd has a lot to do with it, especially at our gym being a smaller gym. I think the crowd affects it more because less people, but it's a tighter area. Your gym is beautiful and it's large, so it takes more people to create that atmosphere, but it's still always a great atmosphere.
And Friday versus East this season opener. How do you see this game going? I know I have this game down as a win for you guys. Close, tight game though. I believe 66-57 was my final score. Marlington. Well, how do you see this game going?
Well, I like what you're saying so far. I'll take that right now if you give it to me. Yeah, first games are always interesting. Kids are excited. Different kids are playing varsity the first time. Different kids are starting. Kids are in different roles from the previous year. Um, you know, each season is a new team, no matter who you bring back or who you don't. It's a new team. And that first opener is sometimes challenging. There'll be a lot of nerves and stuff there, but a lot of excitement. East is very athletic. They have a new coach who took over late last year. They do a lot of different things defensively, which will challenge us to make sure we're adjusting accordingly. Um, but the big thing I would say early in the season here, we've been trying to focus on is making sure we do our things and we execute our stuff and we teach them how to play different situations because there's not as much scouting early in the year because you don't know everybody. You don't know how everybody's going to play. Teams don't even know themselves yet. So we're trying to focus on us, play extremely hard, rebound the basketball, take care of it. If we do those things, I think we can be successful and hopefully make your prediction come true.
I hope so too. I got to go against Isaac this week, and I better not lose again. I lost last week. Had the Alliance go for Carrollton just because I disagreed with him. I believe Alliance lost badly, very badly. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
It was a blast.
Thank you, Mady.